In this video, we're going to have a look at the Red Arc Tow Pro Elite and the couple of options you've got when you first hook up. First, we're just going to pop into TJM at Chipping Norton and grab the steering damper that's been on back order. Massive 35mm bore, a 16mm shaft with a 54mm outer body. This was on back order from all the pre-rego work we had done. Also got a pretty cool delivery to make to Adam. Mick Ragusa also donated a ram head. It's a TJM ram head. He said it would suit the build. But his exact words were, "Seeing that huge dust collector on top gives me anxiety." Made me laugh, mate. Thank you very much. A lot safer for sure. First time hooking up to a trailer. So this is the first hookup since it's done its calibration. The blue light means that it's automatically proportion the brakes to whatever you're towing. I don't want it that way. I want to be able to do it from a user's point of view. So whether we use it on the blue light or the green light, you can still override on either option. But I like to do it manually. So I like to be able to adjust it myself to whatever I'm towing. If I'm towing the comp truck, if I'm towing the trailer empty, if I'm towing the Jayco, I like to be able to adjust where I'm at. Now to go between settings, what we do first, we set the knob to 0 as it is here. We apply the brakes. We press the knob twice quickly, 1, 2, and then we release the brakes. So this here now is manual. So I can set that with the green light. It means that it's user proportional. And then as you see here, with the brake on, the higher the number, the more it's working. See how it goes redder, a much more red light, as opposed to when I come down in numbers. So when I'm towing the car trailer empty, I probably put it on 1 or 2. The Jayco, I do around the 4, and then the comp truck, I do around the 6. So it's just depending on how much weight I've got on the back, is depending on what number I run. And it will remember the setting that you're on each time you unhook and rehook. So I don't have to do that every time. It'll come back on the green light if I choose so for next time we hook up. So it's sitting nice and level there, which might be a problem because when the car goes on, it'll nose down a little bit. We'll probably have to test that out because I haven't got airbags on this one and I didn't really plan to. So we're just gonna have to test it once Bullet's up and running again. Geez, even looking out the rear view mirror, it feels so much better than it did towing behind the Fortuner. Just feels right. The wider truck with the tray on the back. I'm just gonna go around a couple of roundabouts and make sure that everything's working and it's not hitting anything. Now this is going to be a big test for the 79 too, the rear springs. These are a 600 kilo constant. So let's get some measurements before and after we load. Driver's side, what we'll do is we'll come plumb up with the wheel. It's 995 millimeters. Back corner, 1.12 meters. Passenger wheel where it's sitting, 990. Passenger back corner, 1 meter. And 455 to the bottom of the tongue. To the eye, it looks pretty good. Those shackles have only just started to move. The trailer's sitting nice and level. Let's get those measurements. Passenger 975. So that's a drop of 15 mil on the passenger there. Driver's 970. So a drop of 20 mil. That's still pretty good. 970. So that's 40 mil. Far passenger side 960. So that's 40 mil also. 418. So almost 40 mil on the bottom of the tongue also. But look at the shackles. They still look really good. All right, let's take it for a drive and also test the brakes. So we're running standard brakes. No J-Max booster or braided lines like I was used to on the old one. We'll set the brake controller to about 6. Takeoff feels no different. The brakes feel great. Trailer brakes, I can feel them pulling up on 6. We're in 3rd gear, acceleration's still great. I mean, we're running stock tyres, that's the big difference. I had 35s on the old one. Pretty mean little hill here coming up, leading down to the kids' school. So I'm just gonna use the brakes on 6 and then I'll override them halfway down and just see that they feel okay. Yeah, first impressions, I really like them. I didn't think I'd find a spring on par with the parabolics, but I'm not using any airbags. So with the parabolics in this situation, I'd put 40 pound in them. I've got nothing to help this one at the moment. I haven't loaded the tray yet, so there's still a bit of weight to go in it. It feels good. All right, the big bad hill today. I don't think I'm gonna do 3rd. I better go back to 2nd. Normally does 3rd this hill, but let's just see if we can do 2nd. All right, I'm only just putting the foot down. We get to the crest of the hill. Plenty of power. I'm not even using half the accelerator. We got to the top. So normally coming up the street, I'll throw the 79 back into low range just for the gearing to back the trailer up into its spot. Now I'm not sure what that's doing now. I'll go into low range with these hubs. So I don't really know if I've got an option of keeping the front end free. I'm going to have to look into that because at the moment it's on auto and then lock. Never had these before. Not sure if they were even invented for Toyota. Aren't these on a Nissan? It's towing beautifully. Just pulling out of the M5 tunnel, holding the speed limit. But I've been inclined to tow in 4th on the hills. Just uncertain on what the new gearing, how strong that 5th gear is for now. It feels beautiful towing with the small tyres. Top end feels nice. The suspension feels quite firm, but it's comfortable. So we're sitting at 100, 2000 RPM. It's just beautiful. That's 5th gear, coasting along nicely. While we were out here, I would have loved to unhook the trailer and done a little bit of 4-wheel driving to test out this TJM suspension. But we'll leave that for when we've got more time in an upcoming episode. We'll do a suspension test on the factory tyre off-road. Got a competition coming up in Cooma this coming weekend. So that'll be another full-on test for these springs, towing the Bullet. Also very happy with the Red Arc Tow Pro Elite. Hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thanks for watching.